All right, so the next muscle group we're going to be looking at is the Erector Spinae. So they have specific origins and insertions all the way up the spine, but we know they're these muscles that lie just lateral to the spinous processes, and they're pretty much glued to the vertebral bodies and the ribs all the way up and down the spine here. To isolate these muscle groups and do a muscle test, the easiest way in the prone position here would just be have the patient lift their head off the table a little bit, and right away you can see these, especially in the lumbar and thoracic region, start to contract. And then again, head back down. Nice and relaxed right now. I can keep my thumbs over them, lift your head up, and you can feel bilateral comparison in all these different segments here. Good. If you want to do a specific muscle test, we'll get her to lift her shoulders and chest right up. Let's just apply a little bit of support over the sacrum, and then hold there nice and strong as you lean your body weight over top and try and force her chest and shoulders towards the table, and slowly back down for me, just like that. Good. Now for a seated variation, we'll have the patient sit up, face the camera with her legs off the edge of the table. And we'll get the patient to give herself a nice big hug here. This provides you a nice lever to control and move the body with. And then from here, I'm going to try and move you forward, and then don't let me do it, okay? So you're applying a downward force here, and with my backhand, I'm doing a bit of a slide up her spine. So hold there. And again, and again, and then we can do one down low, and again. Good. Let's spin her around so you guys can see exactly what I was doing. So again, we'll get the patient to give herself a big hug. You need to sit facing the opposite direction. Arm comes around, is basically like elbow, locks on top of her elbows, hand on top of shoulder. We're challenging these muscles all up and down her spine here. So I'm going to try and move her down and forward with this hand. And then with this back support hand, we're just kind of taking up the tissue slack in various areas. So I'll slide up here, hold there, and relax off. Come up again, hold, hold, and then one more. And she's not moving too far at all. Good contraction bilaterally all the way up.
Here we have another excellent dissection showing us a section through the spinal cord of the thoracic spine. So we can see, to start off with, basic orientation. This is the aorta coming down, annulus fibrosus, nucleus pulposus, and because this specimen was just alive a very short time ago, we can see how gelatinous the nucleus pulposus is and how fibrous the annulus fibrosus is. Posteriorly, here we can see the spinal cord with the surrounding meninges. This coming out to the spinous process of the vertebrae. Here's the articulation of the head of a rib with a costal vertebral joint. And then back here, we can also see the erector spinae and transversal spinalis in this region. So out here, erector spinae, transversal spinalis filling up that space. Again, just really cool to see the nucleus pulposus, how gelatinous it is. If this was a disc herniation, it would herniate posterolateral into this space where the spinal nerves would run out.